The Kingdom of Bhutan is halfway around the world, right?
Yeah, pretty far. It's really at the base of the Himalaya Mountains, if you think that way. Think Tibet, a little bit lower. In the Kingdom of Bhutan, one of the first things you're going to notice is the environment. It's unlike anything really in the world. You're at the base of the Himalaya Mountains. There's beautiful, roaring, rushing waterfalls that have been there for thousands of years. The landscape is wonderful. Well, the architecture is original. I've never seen anything like it, and it's absolutely fabulous. So from the moment you land in the Kingdom of Bhutan, you're engulfed in this environment, and you realize you're at the base of the Himalayas. You're truly beginning your journey to, well, the rooftop of the world.
Bhutan is very colorful, from the gos the men wear, to the kiras that the women wear, and their scarves, even their buildings, their baskets, their artwork, everything is full of color and life.
It's one of the last bastions where people really care about people as the primary way of life. It's not something they're selling, a la tourism. It's really how they live and really how they think. And it's based on thousands and thousands of years and generations of experience. I think that's what made it unique for me.
What's going to really tell you something is their gross national product is happiness.
Yeah. Well, what's really unique about us is our birthday's 3 days apart. So each year we have the opportunity to celebrate our birthdays together and anywhere we want to go. In fact, today's technology, we could have gone to the moon. Bill Madonna presented us with just a couple of pictures of the unique architecture and experience of Bhutan, and his passion was so overwhelming, we said, let's go. And when we arrived there, everything from Tiger's Nest to Atakan to being 12,000 feet in the Himalayas and experiencing people that are about spiritual happiness, we had to go. And that's how we celebrated our birthdays this year. I think what's unique about Bhutan is you can have A to Z. If you want to hike and rough it and just be out in the wilderness raw, you have that. You can stay at a 6-star hotel, and hotel's not even the word. I call it a resort. Maybe even just a 6-star experience. Their spas are fabulous. The locations are so unique and visually orgasmic that you have to be there. And you want to experience that. So during the day you hike, then at night you're having a wonderful dinner at the Aman Resorts.
A massage, a facial, just beautiful and fabulous people that welcome you.
The prayer flags represent the 5 elements, which are fire, earth, wood, spirit, I'm missing one, and water. And water. The 5 elements really of humanity and ultimately the earth. And as they flap, the objective is the prayer is written on the flag, and the motion of the wind is sending the prayers around the world.
In Bhutan, they have very unique animals.
Yes.
Not to mention the yaks, which they don't exist very well under 10,000 feet, which yaks make cheese, no? People make cheese from yaks, and...
No.
It's not
I love
cheese.
Bhutan. That's not cheese. You can build houses out of this stuff. I remember watching
Bill Madonna.
Bill Madonna try to eat this cheese that's about this big. It lasted for 3 days, and he didn't make a dent. And you could be driving down a road and literally have 20 or 30 wild monkeys just jump out. There was some cool monkey business going on. Like on the side of the road, monkeys came out, and we did some business with it. And probably one of the most dynamic things I've ever seen is called the takin. And this is the only animal in the world that is not genetically related to any other animal. In fact, imagine an animal that has the horns of a wildebeest, the face of a moose, the body of a buffalo, the feet of a cow, and the coloring of a camel, all slammed together. It makes a duck-billed platypus look normal. But it's a very cute animal, only found in Bhutan. Zong, 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 zong. It's not a thong, it's called a zong. The 2 rivers meet. You've got a light river and a dark river. You can imagine a light river, literally a light one and a dark one meeting, and then putting a palace right there. They always say real estate is location, location, location. In Bhutan, they got it down to a science.
The most popular sport in Bhutan is archery. Okay?
In fact, it's the only sport in all of Bhutan that they can actually enter somebody in the Olympics with.
Oh, that's right. They do have a 9-hole golf course, which Bill Madonna...
got us the best tee times.
That's right.
At the King's Palace.
Exactly.
Yeah.
King's Palace.
If you hit it out of bounds, though, you can break the King's window. So if you're a slicer, probably want to think about that. Tiger's Nest is one of the oldest monasteries and perhaps iconic things you're going to experience in Bhutan. It is literally on a 3,000-foot sheer cliff carved into the mountain. You gotta hike up to it, and the experience of hiking to it in and of itself is spiritual. When you're sitting up at 12,000 feet looking over a sheer cliff at this beautiful valley that can go as far as your eye can see, it's intoxicating.
Have you ever been so engaged in a landscape that time and space seem to stand still? And when you land in Bhutan, you realize that you hadn't been breathing all along. And when you land in Bhutan and you take that first breath, you'll get the feeling of okay, what's that worth? See you in Bhutan.